Well, I just wanted to take just a few minutes to offer some changes that we're making to the certification program and some updates that are going to be happening before the end of the year. First off, we're going to be launching a web-based certification system which will allow us to manage the process flow for each of the devices going through certification. This will give our members that are certifying devices the ability to select the lab that they wish to have do the testing, manage each step along the way, where the device is in that process, communicate back and forth with the lab in terms of issues that they may have for testing the device and so on. This system will be, actually it's in the process of being launched as we speak. We're adding the authorized test labs to it first, and next week we'll be adding members to the system. One of the features that's a benefit to the Alliance itself is that we'll be able to manage the licenses for the LCTT. We currently provision LCTT for our membership using a license that's tied to a specific PC. Using the new system, we'll be able to manage these licenses on a per member basis, which will give us the advantage of those members that perhaps have an office here in Europe and an office in the States to be able to manage and use that same license, basically time-sharing it, if you will, which is a big benefit to our members. We'll also be automating some of the testing process. Those of you who have gone through the certification process know that you have to today fill out a rather lengthy piece of paper or form describing the characteristics of your device and what it does and doesn't support in terms of the LoRaWAN protocol that has to be tested. You only have to do that once, and you won't have to do it on paper. You can enter it with a keyboard into the web certification system. Make sure that all of the details are correct, and then when you select the lab for testing, you then send that information to the lab along with the request for certification testing. What's kind of cool about that is that when the lab then begins testing your device, they can upload that information, which currently they have to do manually from the piece of paper that you give them. They'll upload that information to the LCTT. Now the LCTT knows all of the characteristics that it has to test for your particular device. Once the testing is done and your device has passed all of the required tests as determined by that information that was uploaded into the LCTT, the test logs and test report then can now be available for uploading from the lab to the web-based certification system through the LCTT. Again, taking the human out of most of this process and eliminating a lot of potential errors in the process. The next one is that we're introducing a process, and we're actually joining a lot of other alliances like ours. We're executing the process of implementing a self-test program. Some people refer to this as self-declaration. Some refer to it as self-certification. I like to call it self-test because that's actually what will be happening. The self-test program is pretty simple. The members will be allowed to, be approved to test their device themselves using the LCTT, which is the same tool that the authorized test labs are using today to test their device for the purpose of certification. They will then, once that device passes all of the tests executed by the LCTT, they'll then be able to upload that information to the previous mentioned web-based certification system, where a LoRa Alliance certification manager will then review that information, make sure it's all correct, it's all complete, and then issue a certificate of compliance to that device. The benefit that the membership gains from that is that those that qualify won't have to send their device to authorized test lab and wait for that test lab to do that testing. They can do that in-house. This won't be open to everybody. This will be available currently, of course, to LoRa Alliance members, but you will have to have some experience with the LCTT and be able to show that you understand the necessary rules and procedures for certifying certification testing of an end device. The last thing is that we're initiating a process for which we're going to help pay for a lot of these changes, developing applications and test processes and such is something that has a cost with it. We're implementing a certification fee that will be assessed to certified devices. So today, unlike many other organizations like ours, we don't charge a fee for receiving the certificate of compliance. Beginning the 1st of this month, we initiated a fee for each of the certified devices. For an end device that's just a straight plain Jane certified device, that fee is $1,500. For a certification by similarity, which is a device that's certified based on what I call a parent device, the certification fee is a little less, it's $1,300. And then for a module that will be reused for all sorts of multiple devices being certified, the fee will be $2,500. Thank you.